Welcome back, everybody, to Strange Horticulture. Day 11, Monday. Alright, what's going on with my map and my labels? The drawer is closed, but there's junk on my desk. Why is that? Do not know. Ah! Now I'm reordering my plants accidentally. Gosh darn it. Lady Lark. Wait. Okay, I guess it's fine, maybe. Pet the cat, ring the bell. Let's see, what does this guy want? My old man reckons that there's a plant. A plant? What? There's a plant what can find pots of gold buried underground? Is this a typo? Shouldn't this say that? There's a plant that can find. A plant what can find? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what. When I'm rich, I'll throw a share of gold your way. Weeping Bell? I don't recall a plant with such a name as that. So, probably we have not yet identified such a plant as that. A weeping bell. A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Wait, didn't we find golden light? Okay, these are screwed up. HJ. Yeah, golden light. Interesting. So golden light is apparently not the real name of this. It is Weeping Bell. Also means it needs to go way down here somewhere. Right here. Bling! Plant identified. Rewards. Lesser Meridoc. Made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. So if you drink the sap, you turn into a lesser Meridoc. I have a task that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dryer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already. No doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt the Dendru. If he returns, give him some of this. He will make a worthy sacrifice to the Dendru. Let's help him on his way. Wait, what? Give this to Dendru man to kill him? I'm a bit confused about what this plant is. Yellow flowers, very strong aroma, slightly aniseedy? Anicety? What does this mean? Slightly aniseedy. I have no clue what that word means. I am not an herbologist or a horticulturist. I'm heading out on the road again. On the road again. Here I am. On the stage. But before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. I'm sure you've got something up your sleeve for me. Wait, what? What does Balok's elixir have to do with the safe? Spring wax cap. Mild medicinal properties. Eat to relieve pain. Alice Boyd. I've run out of... Oh, I can't remember its name. It's a sweet smelling plant with small purple flowers. I need it for reasons. Wait, what? Didn't I identify this plant at some point? Small purple flowers? This? Apparently it was. Moan green. Oh goodness. Alabore. You haven't been getting enough food? That's terrible. Whatever will become of you? My mother's had me looking into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. That and sneak in some Halabore hugs. Wait, what is this? Lord Fremont's archives. What does that mean? Lord Fremont's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls containing a wide variety of subjects. Might be worth a visit. Where's Muncaster? I follow Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I've still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. The Woken Dendru. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendru is loyal to a summoner who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. The servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean it cannot be defeated. What? Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Black Combe to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendru... Near Black Combe to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendru was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Near the Black Combe to the south of the Watcher. Near the Black Combe to the south of the Watcher. Oh, here's the Black Combe. The Watcher is like somewhere over here, but I don't know where. And I can't click this to use my silly magnifying glass. Near the Black Cone to the south of the Watcher. That must be the little hole in the forest, right? Like here? A small stone shrine sits off to the one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. This is the right place, but I'm too early. I need Verona Green's help to perform the ritual. Okay. John Hall, who's this guy? Norwood, please. I find it's the only thing that can keep me from nodding off the night shift. Norwood? What's Norwood? Bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. What does that mean? Crunchy root of this plant. That's not much to go on. Are one of my plants going to be glowing? Ah. Finally, the magnifying glass thing is useful for something. This one. This must be the plant you seek. Norwood. Goes right here. My shelves are getting kind of full again. D, E. Can we fit the F, or is there too many F? Okay, let's fit the F. We have G, H, J, L. We have more L's. Can we fit the M's? There's a lot of M's. Kind of too many M's. H. Fit the J over here, I guess. We have N, P, R, R, S, S, and then... Oh wait, something happened here. S, T, S, U, weeping, wandering, wild, winter, witch, worry. Okay. We win. We reached the end of the day. Oh yeah, this is the last clue, isn't it? The full moon. The first letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light. The number of petals on a lucky camellia flower. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the artist was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid her eyes on the book, she had what she needed. I have no idea what that's referring to. Day 12. Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Why does it say that? Who cares? The first letter of a Latin plant known as golden light. That was one of the ones we just found, right? It was like weeping bell, also known as golden light. The first letter of the Latin name is L, and then Camellia flower. A rare plant believed to help the dead, those who have fun feasts. Almost always contains 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. So L7. What is at L7? North of the black comb. There's also another The Swinside Stone Circle. I didn't realize there's another stone circle here. I knew about this one. How many stone circles are there? Are there just the two? Seems like it. Let's see what's at L7. I amble through meadowlands, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection. Apparently 2 new things. Okay. More plants. It's always good. Came for us. We were attacked in the night by the servant. In all my time in the forest, I've never experienced anything like what happened last night. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. Arduino saved us. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. One thing is clear. We cannot do this alone. We must not allow the servant to get its hands on what it's looking for. I'm trusting you with this, a secret that's a servant kept for hundreds of years, a tool to defeat the woken danger. Keep it safe, use it wisely. You'll know how to open it, of course. What's this? Wait, is a plant the key? Oh, right. It's the lockpick plant. Not that I remember which one that is. Which one is the lockpick plant? I do not remember. I assume it looks something like this. Pointy leaves. It has 5 pointy leaves. I don't remember. I hate when it doesn't. Maybe I can just click the hint button. I don't want to read all the pages. Oh, okay. The hint button's not going to tell me this time. Skin rash, fine piece, shielding effect, open any lock. It's this one. Avilium. Where's that? Way over here somewhere. I just picked up a plant by accident. Candlewood. Wait, this doesn't look like... I guess this just means plant, like generically. Follow the Dudden tributary to its source. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth to lift a curse. Last a pedal to secure Blood's reverse. Well, the 5th one is the Gilded Dendra, right? Or is that the one that curses people? Follow the Dudden tributary to its source? Where's that? The Dudden? What's a Dudden? I don't see the word Dudden anywhere on here. Is this a different location than the tree clearing thing here? It says tributary to its source. It's a tributary. Doesn't that just mean river? Is that different than a river somehow? It's hurting my eyes trying to read this like crappy dark font on a dark map. I don't see Dudden anywhere. I'm not sure what it's trying to say, to be honest. Muncaster Castle. Torver, Rassenloic. What the heck does Dudden mean? Could Fearbringer be Widow's Woe? Third is the Fearbringer. Do I have Widow's Woe? I don't even know about that. Maybe that's the one that I get from here. What does Dudden Tributary mean, though? I don't know what that means. Is that supposed to be on the map somewhere? This is the thing I hate about this game, where it just says some random crap about the map and you just have to spend 6 hours staring at the map to see if that word is on the map somewhere. It's like not a fun mechanic at all. White Seer Cave. I don't see the word Dudden on the map anywhere. Maybe it's there, but I have no idea where, if it is. I just do not see it anywhere. I don't know how long I should look at the map for it, because I don't know if it's even a word on the map or not, which is super annoying and not fun. I feel like I've read every word on the map and I do not see the word Dudden anywhere on the map. Maybe I'm just missing it, but I have no idea. I don't see it anywhere. It's not the name of a river. Oh, here it is. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's like sideways and super tiny ass weird like archaic italic font. It's also in a squiggle. Like, how is anyone supposed to find this stupid thing? That's so dumb. Jesus Christ. Terrible mechanic. Why did I come here? I don't know, it told me to. I don't get it. Did I do the wrong thing? Isn't that literally what it just said to do? What is the Dudden Tributary? Is that... What does tributary mean? Or is this flowing down? Surely this is where it comes from, the mountains, right? And it flows into the sea. Maybe it means this one. I don't know what tributary means. I have no clue. I'm not a geography, land type of thing expert, whatever it's called. I'm a computer scientist, not a studier of maps, nor geology. Okay, well, let's just assume this thing means tributary. Like, does that mean it contributes to the river? I've never seen this plant before, and here it is, growing in abundance. Now, part of me wonders, could Fear bringer be widow's woe. Part of me wonders if this is widow's woe. Also, this has a check mark now, but it's telling me something about this. Maybe we should like say widow's woe. Fear bringer. That way we don't have to go find this note again. First is the corpse's friend. Also, I don't know if I can actually, like, if I go back there, if I'm going to be able to make the donations or whatever. Because I can probably figure out what these are. Assuming this is Widow's Woe, which I have no idea. Or to lift a curse. Like, I think we have all these other plants. They sound familiar. First is the corpse's friend. I guess I'm not super sure what that means. Corpse's friend. Wait, that's the one that grows out of you. If you eat it, it kills you. Then it grows out of your body, right? Oh, why did I just hear a weird heartbeat sound? This one, Devil's Nightcap. Known as the corpse's friend. I need a notepad in this game. Can I label the watering can? No, cannot. Okay, so let's label the ugly black plant. Let's call this Devils. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Causes the blood to slowly turn black. Last, a pedal to secure black blood's reverse. Oh wait, isn't that this? Antidote can be made. Black blood's reverse. Black blood. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma. Oh, okay, yeah, it is this one. It's Elderfinium. Wait, so what did I label? I labeled this one. So, Devils, Elderf. Third is the Fearbringer. Fearbringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. They call it Loathe after the long dead king, known to improve eyesight. Oh wait, no, last pedal to lift, so this is actually 5, right? So 1 is devil, 5 is elder, whatever. 2, 3, 4, we don't know yet. The ankle grabber. We need an ankle grabber and lift a curse. Kill the Dendra's miasma. Mental hygiene. Wind dispersal. Point you toward a lost person. Memory. Curing afflictions of the heart. Make someone slow. Tell the truth. Witch's remedy. The long veracun is believed to lift curses. Fourth to lift a curse. So 4 is long V. So now we need the fear bringer and the ankle binder. Focusing effect. King can ensure the trust of his confidence. Person can be bound to secrecy. I don't think that's what this means. The ankle grabber. Person to pass unnoticed. Improvement to air quality, gastric distress, in the presence of certain poisons, buried treasure and secret writings. Uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. I wonder if I could use that somewhere. Oh wait, sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers are made up of 2 large... One of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Gentian. So, I'm gonna say that... reminder, the ankle binder. I'm gonna say ankle binder is Swift Snare. And then we need the fear bringer. Good fortune. Flowers of the planet commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic. Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. Hell's Gate, Solomon's Scorn. Hearing ability. Deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home, and it's often placed in doorways. Decoration at weddings. Cover distance several meters. Can move in the dark. The end of a rainbow. Drunk too much the night before. Insect repellent. Symptoms of infection. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Removes anxiety. Strengthening the clarity of visions. Feeding on any light that gets close to it. What was the... Do we have Swift Snare as a plant? I don't think we know that one yet. Yeah, we don't know that one yet. Stomach pain. Hypothermia. Buttery. Cure skin rash. What are we looking for? We're looking for Fear Bringer. Does that just mean... Is Fear Bringer just the golden whatever? Help dead find peace. Healing effect. Open all locks. Eye strain. Frail and brittle. Ancient warriors would take it for going into battle. That would be the opposite of Fear Bringer. That would be like you're not afraid anymore. Just friend. Your awareness levels otherwise unachievable. Deadly poison. Deities for sanctuary. Taking bones. Great strength for short periods, improve eyesight at night. Energy boost, sleeping. Dental hygiene. I'm pretty sure this is where I started last time. Effects on memory. Pain relief. Any person you wish to locate. Yeah, we've already read all these ones. Okay, so we're not sure what Fearbringer is. So 3 is Fearbringer. So we got Devils and then Swift Snare, which we don't have yet. We don't even have it in our book. Fearbringer, Long Veracund, and then Elder Finium or whatever. We just need to figure out which one is Fearbringer, because I don't think I know of such a plant yet. Alright, this can go somewhere. Or just leave it here, I don't know. Alright. They're saying the Sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those of Seas of Redemption have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside pullovers right now. Okay. Oxfield Trident. Ah, we know what this means. Let's see, where's Foxfield? I do not recall. Hopefully it's easier to find than the stupid Dudden. Whoops, didn't mean to move that. Where's Foxfield? Foxfield Trident. Foxfield, the Trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinstone Stone Circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge into a dwell. Here, a plant thrives sheltered from the wind. Great, more plants that I don't know what to do with. Game kind of goes on forever, doesn't it? Going to Blackcomb Bay. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say I'm not afraid, but that would be a bad thing to die. It would be no bad thing to die hunting such an noble adversary. I'll take Ember Soul. Okay, I have some sort of like narrative choice here, apparently. Ember Soul, protective properties, or lesser Meridoc, which makes you stupid. Do I want to protect the green-eyed man, or do I want to make him stupid? I mean, he's asking to be protected, so I don't know why I wouldn't just give him what he's asking for, right? Here you go, buddy. Get what you pay for. Not my fault if you do bad things with it. Said to induce fear. Also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow from a bed of long thin leaves. Widow's Woe. Alright. Now we know it's Widow's Woe. Widow's Woe. Still don't have Swift Snare entry though. So let's just like move this down to the end or something. We could name this pretty plant with our notes instead of the ugly plant, but okay, let's try to figure out. So we know what Devils is. We know Long V, we know Elder. We don't know Widow's Woe, so maybe we should try to figure out which plant is Widow's Woe. Maybe we have it. Maybe we don't. So to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Dainty flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Wait, is this a dainty flower? A large stamen seems to be a source of acerbic odor. Also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Acerbic odor. Dainty dark flowers. So this isn't really dark. There's a sweet scent. Okay, something with an unpleasant scent. And kind of grass-like. Oh, right. Yeah, we marked this already. Oh, I also said Fearbringer, question mark. So we already kind of knew, I just forgot. Somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Widow's Woe. All signs point to this being Widow's Woe. So let us insert it somewhere in the grand order of things. So now we have we don't have all the plants yet, right? We have 4 of them? Because we don't have Swift Snare. I don't know which plant is Swift Snare. I'm gonna guess that this is Swift Snare, because it looks like a very ugly plant that would tie you up. Scent that scratches the back of my throat. Maybe one of these has a description that tells me something. Looks eerily like a ghostly hand. Maybe this is Swift Snare. We could guess that this is Swift Snare. Can we go back to the place? Where was it? Here? Is this the place? Dave Verona Greens helped to perform the ritual. Okay. I think I know what the plants are. I'm guessing this is Swift Snare because it says it looks like hands. Nothing else seemed to say things like that. Beautiful plants. Noticeable odor, small delicate flowers, smells like sweet rhubarb, flat leaves, flowers, smells rotten. Very strong aroma. I still don't know what aniseedy means. It has a pleasant, fresh aroma. Okay, all these just say what they smell like. I don't really know. Maybe there's just going to be extra plants that are like randomly generated that never get a name. That would seem stupid, but it would also be kind of neat if in my playthrough I got plants that nobody else has ever seen before and they're just there to distract you. But like this definitely seems like it's gonna be something, right? That's pretty distinct looking plant. Same with this one. Whoops. Whoops. Clicking all kinds of buttons I don't mean to be clicking. I don't think we need this anymore. Yeah, we don't need this anymore because we know. Okay, I guess it just stays there forever. Whatever. Milton Forbes 500. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought. Wait, isn't that a different game? Isn't there like Strange Curiosities is the other game this developer made, or one of the other games? I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in perusing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Arnside Antiquities. 21 Orchard Road. What am I supposed to do with this? Wait, Arnside. Is that the name of a town? Maybe we can go there and get more information about it. Make elixirs. Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into the surroundings. A teller called Jones, an ugly-looking haberdashery. To the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. I don't know why I said infinite. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. I spend some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermare with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. The elixir of the damned, made from a combination of abdebit, macdebit, and memdebit. Powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It's said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer really with us. That seems useful. Useless. St. Quentin's elixir. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Okay. I mean, the red flower is going to be the poppy, right? 5-pointed leaf. There's a lot of 5-pointed leaves, I feel like, but maybe not. Like, here's a 5-pointed leaf, right? Sort of. What's the other common, the one we use for the other elixir? They're like a... Wasn't there some 5-pointed leaf one that we used last time? This is more than 5. Was it the dendra? Is this 5-pointed leaf? No, that's 6. I feel like there was a 5-pointed leaf. Is it this? No, that's also 6. What am I thinking of? I don't see any 5-pointed leaf that we labeled. This is the only 5-pointed leaf that I see. Actually, this one. I don't know if you call that a pointed leaf. Kind of. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. Oh, I guess the grant courage part is maybe something important. Although I don't remember reading that in the book. I don't remember any plant saying it grants courage. Red flower to protect the mind. Improve the imbiter's hearing ability. Oh, that's not it then. So this one, eye bright. Severe pain. Candlewood. Help the dead find peace in the afterlife. No, this one. Protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Okay, so that's candlewood. A seed pod for luck. I mean, I don't remember which one was luck. Oh wait, courage. Daisy dock. Okay, I still need a notepad. I'm not gonna remember this. So we need Daisy dock. Daisy dock. Candle. Daisy dock. We don't have Daisy dock labeled, right? No, we don't have. Definitely do not. That looks like this though. It's gotta be this, right? Let's call this Daisy dock. Make it blue because we're not 100% sure. And then a seed pod for luck. I know it was on the left page somewhere about a rainbow. like the one that said something about treasure, right? So this? Red Ebony? Uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. Is that the same as luck? I thought there was one about a rainbow. I have to believe to many to luck. Weeping Bell. You'll have as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. Also known as Golden Light and Fool's Hope. Fool's Hope, though, it doesn't actually give you luck. Also, I don't know if it's a seed pod or not. Is Weeping Bell a seed pod? Soft leaves. I'm gonna guess it's Weeping Bell. Daisy Dock, Candlewood, and Weeping Bell. Daisy Dock, Candlewood. Weeping Bell. Alright, nope. That was incorrect. A seed pod for luck. Sure what a seed pod means. Seed pod. Now I'm just looking at the pictures. That's berries. I'm looking for a picture of a seed pod. Tuberous bulb. And result short-term memory. Fruit of the hedgehog. It doesn't sound very lucky to lose your memory. Kidney flower. This one says the word pods. This plant. Cup-like flowers produce a stale damp. Crunchy root of this plant. The sheep snap thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. Seed pods. Here we go. The sheep snap. Green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. Green seed pods. That's not a lot to go on. It's probably sheep snap, but I don't know what plant is sheep snap, unfortunately. Sheep snap. So this is for our circle thing. This is for our elixir. Green seed pods of sheep snap. We haven't identified a sheep snap as far as I know. Otherwise it would be checked off, right? Ovium viridi. Green seed pods. A hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. What could that be? Is that a plant that we even have? Seed pods to sound hollow? This is green seed pods. These ones are orange, so it can't be that, right? Unless it's an alternate name for something. I don't think we have sheep snap yet. Not sure though. But we're looking for sheep snap. Green seed pods. And then this one, made from a combination of Arboretum alacritus. This one's gonna be really annoying. We just have to look at the name. I want Arboretum maculosus in men's. Here we go. Arboretum alacritus. So this is Caballia maculosus in men's. Men's fortis is Dranthium. Okay, which one is maculosus? Maculosus retinicia. Henchuk. Caballia henchuk Dranthium. Again, we're just using these plants as notes. The plants themselves are probably not important. Oh, one sec. All right. Had to pause for a moment. Harlequin blue, henchuk. So that is Elixir of the Damned. Sure. Caballia. So let's look at this again. We know what Caballia is. We know what Dranthium is. We don't know what henchuk is. And we find henchuk. For the henchuk can have sterile effects on memory. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure. Grows in bursts, give it striped appearance. When cut open, turns blue-green. Tuberous bulb. When the outer layer hardens, it turns blue-green and is ready to harvest. Where's the giant? Also, can we like move these closer to the middle? Where's the like big fat plant that we had? Oh, we labeled it already. Red ebony. Okay, so it's not that one. Tuberous bulb. Has an unusual structure. Is it this? Turns blue-green and is ready to harvest. Is that blue-green? I don't think so. Growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. Well, I don't think I have any way to cut it open. Wait, is this one the tuberous bulb? No. What does a tuberous bulb mean? The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. Turquoise the same as blue-green. Outer layer hardens, it turns blue-green and is ready to harvest. I'm gonna assume that this is henchuck. And we can confirm that by putting it in the potion maker. Sheep snap, right? We don't have sheep snap. Cavalia, henchuck, Branthium. So Cavalia, henchuck. Why is there a label right here? The label somehow is not lined up with this thing anymore. What is going on here? That is just weird. A weird bug to have in your game. It's still kind of messed up, but at least it's closer. Henchuck. And then Branthium. Okay, so this is Elixir of the Damned. Right. Beautiful. And then we never have to craft it again. I like how you don't have to ever find the plants again or craft the potions again. They could have very easily made it that you had to like remember all the places to get the plants and go back there when people ordered them, or remember how to craft the potions, but it's more of like a game about discovery, not a game about remembering. Mostly. There's some things that are like you need the plant for luck and you don't remember which plant that is, and then it's kind of annoying. But what is this thing? We already did this thing. I feel like our archive's getting kind of full. Also, it's putting them like putting them in the wrong place, which I don't much appreciate. I don't know why this one isn't checked, but I don't really need that anymore either. Okay, so we discovered henchuck. We still don't know. We don't even have the page. Oh wait, did we just get it? Sheep snap? Oh, we do have the sheep snap page. Wait. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. Is Bayonne a place we can go to find this plant? Or is that a mountain? What is Bayonne? Not sure. I'm not seeing any place called Bayonne. Unless it's a sideways river name again. It says to the south they call it that, but I don't know if that means Bayonne would be in the south or it would be in the north, right? It's not, doesn't really tell you anything about anything. What if we just visit a random place? Thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Oh, do we have Farmer's Worry? I know it's in our book, but apparently we haven't identified it yet. I think it's a mushroom. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities, grants great strength or experience, expense of severe fatigue once it's worn off. It's like caffeine. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities. Small amount of light. Purely like a ghost hand. This was sunset. Mount cap. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities. Smells rotten. I mean, it looks very round in the photo. Gives off a small amount of light. Looks like a hand. I don't think I have this mushroom. Unfortunately. Okay, well. We didn't really learn anything useful. Also, our meter wasn't charging while we were there, so that's kind of annoying. Can we try this again? A seed pod for luck? Wait, that's the other plant we don't have, right? The snap snare or whatever, sheep snap. The green pods. I don't think we have this plant. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. I don't know what that could possibly mean. I think we just have to go back to this. Not sure what else to do right now. The Woken Dendru is loyal to the summoner many hundreds of years. Near Black Comb, the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, the Dendru's acid. Okay, yeah, we know about this. Often fatal. I don't know. Dreams have changed. I understand now what I need to do when your librarian friend visits tomorrow. Give her this instead of the palliance that she will ask for. She knows something she's not telling you. Okay, what? Give to librarian instead of palliance. Serum? What was the truth plant? Visions. Daisy Dock. Courage. That's the corpse one. Which Which one was the truth serum one? Lesser Meridoc. Long, thin leaves, quite rigid. Aroma is sharp and citric. Most plants offer small improvement to air quality of palliance as a class of its own, called sweet breath, freshness of air. Help filter toxins from the surrounding air. So instead of giving a plant that filters toxins, I'm supposed to give her a toxin? That doesn't sound very nice. Somewhat pungent. Freshness of the air and its vicinity. If it was fresh, would it be pungent? I mean, this kind of looks like it. Pallions? I have no idea. Cheap snap, I don't think I have that plant. Can relieve pain. Dark red fruit should not be ingested under any circumstances. Highly poisonous, resulting in death. Cross section shows distinctive triple xylem. Wait, this. Oh, that's orange. The dark red fruits. These are flowers, not fruits. Red fruits, long flat leaves. Dangerous. I think this one is Storian. Let's put it up here somewhere. I guess we could also sort the henchuck. Alliance, I'm not so sure about. Strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downwards to avoid filling with water. Downward pointing cup flowers. That seems like it should be easy to identify. Is it this? Flowers are blue. Doesn't really tell me anything interesting. This does kind of seem like the correct plant, though. Let's call this Trimble Huff, or whatever. I forgot what the word was. I can't see it. Trimble Huff? Sure. Oh, we have no tea plants. That's interesting. The first tea. Wait, didn't we get Widow's Woe? We identified it, but we don't have a check mark for some reason. Purple berries. I don't know if I have any more berry plants. I thought there was one that was a truth serum. Is it one that we already have? was the plant that we just got from the person to give to the lady? This one. I swear there was a plant that said something about truth. All manner of skin rashes. What is this one? Open any lock. Eye strain. Contract of friendship. Wasn't there one that said something about it being a truth serum, one of the plants? I swear that was one of the things. This one. Lyle of Neptune. Is that the one I just got? Oh yeah, it is. It just has like the wrong number of petals in the picture. Long thin leaves, aroma sharp and citric. Sparsely petaled flowers give off a strong scent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Lyle of Neptune. I guess if I can give this, it's either gonna have question marks. I don't know. Maybe we just leave it down here and then somehow we can remember. I don't know if this is Daisy Dock either, but maybe we should just sort it as if it is. We got too many plants, honestly. It's getting a bit overwhelming. The game is becoming more tedious than fun at this point, I would say. I may be close to my wit's end with the plant game. Equipped with the artist's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Oh, I thought this one was the full moon. Maybe we're still not at the full moon? I can't really tell, because again, contrast. The game doesn't understand contrast. So I can't tell if there's like, you know, in this one I can tell there's a shadow, but all of these look like full moons basically. This one I can see a shadow. This one I can't really see the shadow anymore. This one I thought full moon. Endemore Raven Spider. What does that mean? Oh, I know what that means. I know what that means. Endemore Raven Spider. We have to find Endmore. That's the hardest part of this puzzle, is finding the stupid thing on the map. Endmore Raven Spider. Wait, where's all my items? The drawer is closed, so the items don't show up. That doesn't make any sense. What the hell? Endmore Raven Spider. Jackdaw croaks hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them some plants grow. Or either... Ooh, green bulbs. I don't know what the other one is, but didn't I need green bulbs for something? Is this the snare plant? The baubles look soft, they're in fact quite hard. Is this the snare plant or whatever it's called? Devil's snare. Sheep snap. The green seed pods have a hard outer shell. Okay, this has to be sheep snap for sure, right? Snap. Okay, if that's sheep snap, then daisy dock, candlewood, sheep snap. Daisy dock, candlewood, sheep snap. Come on. Alright, this is St. Quentin's elixir. I feel like the word elixir is a bit redundant to put on every elixir, but some of them have the word elixir in a different order, so I don't know. There we go. There's our elixirs. Now we know for a fact that this is Daisy Dock. And we know for a fact that's... What was the other one? We know for a fact that this is Sheep Snap. Means we can sort it accordingly. I don't understand why I can't see the labels while I'm hovering the other things. Okay, why is story in here? Sheep snap would go here. Dude, we need more room. We have no room. Did we do the great swap? We might have to do the great swap. Is it time? I think it's time. I think it's time for the great swap. Okay, we don't need this note anymore either, because it doesn't really apply to anything. Did we do this one? Caballia, Henchug, Tranthium? I'm pretty sure we did this one as well, right? I don't know. I can't even find my notes anymore because there's just so many of them and they're so tiny on the screen and they're in a completely random order. This is such a bad interface versus like just the game giving me a well-ordered screen that shows me my past notes. I don't like that this is a inventory of just like total complete arbitrariness and it's too small to see. You can't even see the check marks. Like, it's just super bad, man. Very bad design. It's kind of like the flower thing. I feel like all the screens in this game just don't really make very good use of screen space. Like, it just feels so inefficient and hard to navigate. It kind of ruins the vibe. Like, it could be so much more fun. Like, I don't even remember if I used this thing. Caballia, Henchuk, Dranthium. I'm pretty sure I did this one, right? But I'm scared to delete the tag because then what if I didn't do it? Maybe we should just do it again to be safe. Caballia. Henchuk. Duranthium. Pretty sure we already did this, but let's just make sure. I already brewed that elixir. Alright, so now we've confirmed that it's okay to delete the notes on this plant. This one we still need. This I guess we could just sort. These are a bunch of mystery plants. Also, that confirms that Henchuk is indeed Henchuk, right? So we can get rid of that. Hop heart, H-I-J-K-L. J. L. Lady Lark. I still don't know if we ever used Lemon Dandy for anything. I don't remember. It's probably confirmed, but I don't remember. Let's just sort the Lyle of Neptune. So I don't think I'm going to give that to the lady anyways. I'm not a big fan of listening to random people who tell me to like poison other random people. Because I'm not really paying attention that much to the story, so I don't really know who's the good people and who's the bad people, and I don't really care. I'm just going to give people whatever they ask for, whether they're good or bad. I'm like a totally independent third party. I just give customers what they order. I'm not here to poison people unless they want to be poisoned and they ask for poison, then sure. You know what I mean, man? Okay, wait, let's just put these at the end of the shelf, maybe. I don't know what's going on with that one either. Hopefully I don't regret this, because this is a lot of work to reorder all of these stupid things. Pretty sure that's Storian, but I'm not sure that I've confirmed it yet. Wait, this is unidentified plants. I don't know what that plant is. STW. Oh my goodness. Alright, so now the whole bottom row is like basically full, even though it's less space, so I guess everything's kind of squished together. Then we have some elixirs, and we have some unidentified plants. I kind of want to move the unidentified plants over more. I don't know what's going on with that one. Let's just reorganize our inventory. We're doing inventory management in a game about plants. It's kind of sad that that's a problem, but what can you do, right? What can you do? Alright, then we got our watering can, then we got our elixir section. Top shelf is going to be the elixirs and the unknown plants. And then the bottom is the giant library of alphabetized plants that we know the name of. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This is a long episode, mostly because I'm organizing my inventory. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. A creature, it's huge, unstoppable. They say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just settle for some Daisy Dog to help me get through it instead. I don't know if this is the librarian. I have no idea who the librarian is. I'm not even sure I care. Daisy Dog. Dead Man's Fingers. We know what this one is. Said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Okay, so now, unfortunately, we have to rename this. So let's see if we can copy that onto some other flower that we will be using for our notes. Make it red or something, I don't know. Alright, we copy, luckily copy paste works. Also, I forgot the name of the thing it just told me, unfortunately, because I had to rename something else. Dead Man's Fingers. Right. That's obviously this. Dead Man's Fingers. My man. You're dead. You have fingers. This is like way harder than it needs to be. Like, I thought you could hover the... I thought you could hold a plant and then hover other plants. Wait, is it like if I click this quickly or... I swear there's a way to see the labels on other plants while you are holding a plant. Maybe it was the watering can that does that? Oh yeah. So I guess when you're holding a plant you can't see other plant names. Which again, I can't read them because they're all tiny as hell. So how am I supposed to sort things? Like, I basically, every single time I want to sort a plant, I have to look at the name, look at all the other names, find the spot where it goes between two other words, remember what those plants look like because there's normally not a gap there, right? And then I have to like drag it in between the two plants that I remembered. It's like so tedious. Obnoxiously tedious. Like in real life, you would just put these on shelves and the labels would be big and you could always just read all the labels. But the fact that they like zoom out to imperceivably small text, even when I'm zoomed in, I can't read them. Like, it's impossible to read those words. They're way too small. Way too small, man. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address, just the horticulturist spelled wrong. The horticulturist. I have to assume it was meant for you. Someone's gonna be mad because I joined the Seas Redemption or whatever. You know your plants, this letter is for you. Oh, so you got it working. Oh yes, yes, it works, it works. Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret, ho ho. Wait, isn't this the dude? The one guy I went chasing? The north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. The north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. Oh no, I forgot. It's gonna put it, every time I find a new plant, it's gonna put it in the middle of all my sorted plants, and then I'm gonna have to move it up. That's so incredibly troll. Bell Lake flowers and heart-shaped leaves. Wasn't there a thing about heart-shaped leaves a long time ago that we never figured out? Was it the Calderi? No. Oh, this one. Heart-shaped leaves. Interesting. So now we have another plant with heart-shaped leaves. That's a different plant. I'll have no idea. I don't know. Anyways, let's not worry about it too much. Oh, we're done. I think I might give up on this game after this episode, which is going to end pretty soon. It's just too tedious. Like, the UI is too frustrating. I don't mind the game, like what it's asking me to do. It's not that bad. It's kind of interesting. Don't really care about the story though. I'm not like emotionally invested in the story at all. Just, like I said, just organizing plants is not very much fun. It's turned into a massive inventory management nightmare. And there's just too many frustrations about, like, even just the delay of like hovering and waiting for the tag to show up is kind of annoying when you have thousands of plants. But the fact that I can't see them all on the screen at once, honestly, there should just be a full screen thing, in my opinion. Like, I can't even bring the plant onto the desk, right? The desk is like kind of useless. You'd think if you were a plant shop, one of the main things you could do is put this on the desk and look at it bigger, but I have to put it over here to see it. And I can only have one at a time in the big form. And the name tag disappears, even though it's already identified plant. Like, it doesn't say the name here. So then I forget, and then I have to like drag it out to see the name tag. It's just tedious. Like, there should be one big giant screen that just shows you all of the plants you have, where I can use the mouse wheel very easily to scroll up and down And it should say the name of the plant like in legible letters, big enough to read letters. And I should just be able to scroll through it and then like drag a plant out and give it to the customer. I just don't like this interface. It's a cool idea. It would have worked great if there were like 30 plants in the game. And maybe when they first made the game, there only were 30 plants in the game. And they were like, wow, this is a really cool interface. And then probably, I assume what happened is they kept adding more plants because they wanted to make the game bigger. And then they're like, oh, they don't really fit anymore. So let's just let them like squish infinitely. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Let's add a weird scrolling. Like, I assume these decisions came later in the game, right? Probably their intentions were good. And it used to be that all the plants fit nicely on the screen. But even just minor details like the top shelves having these gaps makes it annoying because it's like now I have less space to put plants, and it's already super cramped and frustrating. And you purposely designed it to remove like this many pixels times 3 on every screen of how many plants I could see at once. It's like kind of bad. I don't know. Get rid of the pots or something, right? Like replace the pots with the words. Put labels above the plants. There's a million ways to make it better. I brought them with me to identify hoarding them. He thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. Mr. Dunn mushrooms, Woods West. Yeah, the games it's getting repetitive at this point. I think I'm over it, honestly. Like I said, it's a decently made game. I think well made is, I could say it's well made. It's a cute little game. It's going on too long, and the game gets worse over time, just mostly due to poor UI choices. The clues are kind of annoying. Like, they're not really interesting puzzles. It's like, just go find random annoying thing on map, and then like click the square south of it or the square east of it. Or use the little wheel. I like the little wheel, but the thing that's like find Enmore. It takes like 20 minutes to find Enmore. It's just not an interesting task to do for the player. It's kind of disrespectful of the player's time, which is not a good thing. Like, you should respect the player's time. Making me organize this crappy thing where I can't see any of the labels because they're too small is disrespectful of my time. Searching for things on the map is disrespectful of my time. The fact that this map has tools over here sometimes, except when the drawer is closed and the tools don't appear, is disrespectful of my time and honestly a bug. The fact that if I click the map without going to explore, or my meter isn't full so I can't use explore and I have to look at the map this way, doesn't give me the tools in the full screen view, is also annoying and stupid, right? Like, yes, I can use the tools here, but now the map is super small and it's already too small, even in full screen, so I can't freaking read any of these words. I try to make it bigger, and now I can't access my magnifying glass anymore. That is annoying. This screen sucks balls. Like, this is completely useless nonsense. They're all overlapping. I can't tell which ones are checked unless I manually hover each individual letter, and some of them are like cold off the bottom of the screen. So I can't tell if it's checked or not unless I like click it and drag it. It's just, it's so close to being amazing, but it's just, they need QA. Like, somebody should have played this game and gave them a bunch of feedback that's like, fix XYZ, and then they should have fixed it, and then it would have been so much better. It's just with some minor changes to how the UI works and the usability. It's kind of crazy how good of reviews this game has. Like, I see what it's trying to be, but it's failing in a lot of super annoying ways. Like, the time that they spend implementing the animation and purring of the cat should have been spent making organizing your flowers better, because the game is about flowers, not about cats, you know? You know what I mean, man? Anyways, I think that's going to be the end of this episode and the end of this Let's Play. Like I said, I had fun. It is a wonderful game. It has a lot of really cool and interesting ideas. The flowers are beautiful. I don't mind how the map looks. I just don't like searching it. The dark text on the dark background for, there's just too many labels. If there were 10 places and I could easily look at the map and memorize it and remember all 10 places, I wouldn't mind going to those 10 places. There's just too much. It's way too many labels. And even the exploration thing, like, I don't know where I'm supposed to explore. Like, am I supposed to go here? Why did I come here? Apparently not. But it's like 10,000 squares that I would have to search if I wanted to be a completionist and find every little secret, you know? Like, I click this thing and then it asks me for a random plant that I don't seem to have. But yeah, I don't know. It's, it's cool. That's what I'd say about it. It's a cool game. But I no longer wish to play the game. Which is fine. Hopefully, maybe somebody likes this. They disagree. They thought everything about the game was amazing. And then they'll either go get the free demo on Steam, which is perfectly fine and fun, or they'll go buy the game on Steam. If you like it, go buy it. Support the developer. If you don't like it and you bought it, leave a review on Steam that says what parts are good and bad so that other people have honest feedback and know whether or not they should purchase the game. Yeah, in general, I think it's worth it. It's a unique enough game that it's fun for a while. I would prefer to have a game that I enjoy so much that I want to finish it, at least for this kind of game where it seems to have a very clear end. Like, there's obviously a finite number of flowers. They're not procedurally generated flowers, right? Clearly, because they each have like specific art in the encyclopedia thing. Whereas other games, it's like, I'm fine that I never finished Terraria, even though I played Terraria for 1,000 hours, because like it's not really meant to be finished. There isn't really an end. Yeah, this game is kind of weird. I feel like I'm quitting, even though I had fun and I played it for a long time, because I didn't complete it, and it's a game that you're seemingly supposed to complete. But that's not why I play games, right? I play games to have fun. That's what games are for. When they stop being fun, I pick a different game. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll stop ranting about the game. Like I said, play it if you want to play it. Don't if you don't. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.